This week on Geek Crash Course, we're talking about the Ghostbusters.
Who are you gonna call? Geek Crash Course.
You know, we should write a song.
Yeah, you know we should.
So why Ghostbusters? Well, it's an iconic media franchise, and it has Bill Murray as a ghost-catching ladies' man and part of a team of comedy big shots. Must we go on?
The original concept for Ghostbusters involved the team traveling through time to battle larger monsters and ghosts. It was turned down because the movie would have been too expensive to make.
The first movie starts with Venkman, Stantz, and Egon getting kicked out of their Columbia University lab and starting their own extermination service. But not for bugs or rodents, for ghosts.
They rent out an old firehouse for their headquarters and start ghost busting for a living, making headlines and saving the city from all sorts of ghouls using powerful and slightly uncontrollable proton guns. They also often get slimed in the process.
They're also joined by fourth Ghostbuster and cheap hire, Winston Zeddemore. Also, if they cross the streams of the proton guns, the whole world might explode, so don't do that.
The Ghostbusters are hired by Dana Barrett, a woman who thinks her refrigerator is being haunted by Zool, a demigod and servant to Gozer the Gozerian.
Spoiler alert, that's actually happening. Dana gets possessed by Zool, aka the Gatekeeper, and her dweeby and eccentric neighbor Lewis gets possessed by Vince Clortho, aka the Keymaster. When these two meet, the apocalypse kind of begins.
The Ghostbuster team springs into action, having to walk 22 stories to the top of a New York City high-rise apartment building because the impending apocalypse knocked out the city's power supply.
Once they get there, they meet Gozer the Gozerian, an ancient god with some fantastic makeup who tells them that the Destructor will follow. The Destructor will take the form of the Ghostbusters' choosing, which happens to be a 20-foot version of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
They decide to cross the streams. If you remember, that's a major no-no, with a 50-50 shot of either saving the world or exploding it. They direct their proton gun streams through the door that Gozer entered into this world from.
The plan succeeds, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man explodes, covering most of Midtown in delicious marshmallow fluff. Dana and Lewis are no longer possessed, and the team are met with a heroic greeting from the public. The beautiful female ghost that attempts to seduce Dan Aykroyd in his dreams is played by his real-life wife and ex-model, Donna Dixon.
Homework. Watch the original Ghostbusters and check out the animated series The Real Ghostbusters, considered to be one of the top 100 best animated TV shows of all time. The Extreme Ghostbusters animated series is also a lot of fun. Avoid. Your mileage may vary on the second movie.
Hey, it's not so bad.
The in-movie commercial was actually used as the first trailer, with the 555 number replaced with a 1-800 number, allowing people to call in real life. They got a recorded message of Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd saying something to the effect of, "Hey, we're out catching ghosts right now." They got 1,000 calls per day, 24 hours a day for 6 weeks. They slimed me again.
Ugh. Well, that's it for this week's Geek Crash Course on Ghostbusters. If you've got any questions, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, or our website, geekcrashcourse.com. Subscribe above, comment below, and we'll see you next week, hopefully after a trip to the cleaners, on Geek Crash Course.
More slime!
That would be impossible. Something's about to happen to me, and it hasn't yet.
Oh, that's gonna happen to me.
You're gonna be gooey.
You bet I am.
Logo a go-go.